Hi and welcome to linear and quadratic simultaneous equations. Just before we start, a reminder that there is a notes jotter available for this video. Just check the description below for a download link and you can work along with me as we go through the video. And so we begin with the question: solve algebraically the simultaneous equations y equals x squared plus 4x plus 3 and y equals 3x plus 5. Now, when we have dealt with simultaneous equations previously, we would have been looking at linear equations, and what those linear equations would be the two places, the single place here where the two lines intersect. That would be the solution to the linear simultaneous equations. In this case we have quadratic and a linear, and so what it's looking for here is, if we were to draw a quick sketch, we would have our quadratic graph, which would look something like this, and we'd have a linear graph which would look something like this, and what we're aiming for are the 2 points where those lines meet, because those are going to be the solutions to when these two equations are equal to each other. And for us to be able to do that, what we need to look at here is the fact that both of these equations are y equals. Now, the fact that they're both equal to y means that these two equations are actually equal to each other. And so what we can say at this point is actually that x squared plus 4x plus 3, if it's going to meet the linear equation, well, it must be equal to it. And so it must be equal to 3x plus 5. Now, the problem with trying to solve this equation is that if it is a quadratic equation, it must be in the form of x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So the first thing I need to do here is rearrange so that it is equal to 0, which means subtracting 3x. So x squared, and instead of plus 4x, it's now just going to be plus x. And I also need to subtract the 5. So instead of plus 3, it's going to be take away 2. And that equals 0. Now, when we are trying to solve equations like this, what we need to be thinking about is, first of all, can I factorise? So is there a pair of numbers that will multiply to make negative 2, but add to make positive 1? Well, there are. We have x plus 2 and x take away 1, and that would equal 0. If we had a look now to try to find the solution to this, we want to find the value of x which works. And so this bracket here would either have to be 0 or this one equal to 0. And therefore x would have to be negative 2 or 1. And if that is the case, that is enough to find our x values. But we are looking for a coordinate basically here, and therefore we also need a y value. And so in order to find the y value, we're going to go back to this linear expression of 3x plus 5. And so if x equals negative 2, then y is 3 lots of negative 2 plus 5. So 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. If x equals 1, then y is 3 lots of 1 plus 5, and so y equals 8. And so our solution is x equals negative 2, y equals negative 1, or x equals 1, y equals 8. So next we're asked to solve algebraically the simultaneous equations y equals x squared take away 6x plus 4 and 6x plus 2y equals 28. Now if we were to draw a quick sketch of this one, it would look something like this for our quadratic expression. Our linear expression is actually a negative here, but again what we're looking for are the 2 points where they meet each other. But in this case, we can't do it the same way as we did previously, because we just said, well, if they're both equal to y, then the two equations are equal to each other. And so what we're going to have to do here is actually do a little bit of rearranging in order to make them both equations that are y equals. And so it comes down to the linear one here. We want to change this expression from 6x plus 2y equals 28 into an equation which is just y equals. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 6x. So that's negative 6x plus 28. Then, to get y all on its own, I'm going to have to divide everything by 2. So I've got negative 3x plus 14. Now, what that is saying is that now they are both of the form y equals. That means the two expressions are equal to each other. And so now we can set it up in the way that we did previously. So x squared, take away 6x plus 4 is equal to negative 3x plus 14. Now again, in order to solve this, I do need to make sure that it is equal to 0. So the first thing I'm going to do is add 3x. And so that means I'm now only subtracting 3x. And I'm going to have to subtract 14. So I'm going to have to take away 10. And that is going to equal 0. Again, what we want to be doing is looking to see if we can factorise. Is there a pair of numbers which will multiply to make negative 10, but add to make negative 3? And there is. This is going to be negative 5 and positive 2 equals 0. The solution from the first bracket would be that x equals 5. The solution from the second bracket would be that x equals negative 2. But again, I need to know what the y value is that corresponds to this. And so again, we want to go back to the linear equation. Y equals negative 3x plus 14. And so in this case, y is going to be negative 3 times 5 plus 14. So that is negative 15 plus 14 is negative 1. And in this case, negative 3 times negative 2 plus 14. And so that is negative 3 times negative 2 is 6 plus 14 is 20. And so my two possible solutions here would be that x equals 5, y equals negative 1, or x equals negative 2 and y equals 20. And finally, we have solve algebraically the simultaneous equations x squared plus y squared equals 18 and x take away 2y equals negative 3. Now, the important thing here is that actually if we draw a sketch, what this shape actually is. X squared plus y squared equals a number. That always represents a circle. And so if it's x squared plus y squared, that is going to be a circle. And then x take away 2y equals negative 3. Well, that is going to be a straight line. And it's going to be a straight line something like this. And so where it meets the circle, there are going to be two different positions where that line crosses the circle. But also with this question, it's not the same as our previous questions because we don't have this in the form of y equals in either equation. And so we need to do something slightly different here in order to solve the problem. And that is to rearrange our equation here so that it says either x equals or y equals. It is entirely up to you. I'm going to go with x because it's going to need the least amount of work. If I want to turn that into an equation which is just x equals, well, all I would have to do is add 2y. So I would call it 2y take away 3. The reason I've done that is because this x is the same as this x. If they are going to meet each other on the graph, then the two x's must be the same value. And so I can actually substitute this entire expression in to where x is in the circle formula. And so that is what I'm going to do. X is 2y take away 3. And so I can square that. We then add y squared and we get an answer of 18. We need to do quite a bit of working out here though. So we need to expand the first bracket. 2y take away 3 squared. Well, that would give me 4y squared. it would give me take away 6y plus 9, and then we would need to add the y squared that is at the end, and we know that that is equal to 18. Then we need to simplify this expression. So we've got 4y squared plus y squared. That's 5y squared. In terms of the y's, I have -6 and -6, so I've got -12y, and then I just have plus 9, and it equals 18. Now again, this is an equation for us to solve in terms of y. Now in that case, we need it to be equal to 0. So how will I make it equal to 0? Well, I would have to subtract this 18. So 5y squared, take away 12y, take away 9, equals 0. And so, finally, what we need is to try and solve this equation. Now the question is, can this be factorised? Well, 5 times -9 is -45. Can I get a pair of numbers which will multiply to make -45 but add to make -12? Well, I would have 45 and -1, or -45 and +1. I would have 3 and -15, or 15 and -3. And if I look there, 3 and -15, that works. So let's write it as 5y squared plus 3y, take away 15y, take away 9 equals 0. Let's split it. 5y squared plus 3y, the common factor there is y, so that's 5y plus 3. And here we need to also have 5y plus 3. And so that would be -3 and equals 0. And we keep going. So that tells me that I have brackets y take away 3, brackets 5y plus 3 equals 0. And so then the solutions in terms of y, the first one would give me that y equals 3. The second would give me that y equals -3 over 5. Those are the y values, but I then need the x values. If I go right back up to the start, we worked out that x was 2y take away 3. And so x equals 2y take away 3. Let's substitute those values in. So in the first case, x would equal 2 times 3 take away 3. 2 times 3 is 6, take away 3 is 3. So there's my first solution. Or x could be 2 lots of -3 over 5 take away 3. If I do that, that's -6 over 5 take away 3. So that's -1.2 take away another 3. So x is -4.2. And therefore x equals 3, y equals 3, or x equals -4.2, y equals negative, and let's call this as a decimal this time, 0.6. And so we end with the exam question. It came from the Edexcel paper in November 2017, and it was higher paper 3. Prove algebraically that the straight line with equation x take away 2y equals 10 is a tangent to the circle with equation x squared plus y squared equals 20. Now, what I'm going to do just to start off with is, like I've done in previous questions, is just to draw myself a little sketch, because I know that the circle x squared plus y squared equals 20 must look like this. But then x take away 2y equals 10, again, that's going to be a line that is a positive gradient in this case, but it says it is a tangent to the circle. Now, if it's a tangent, that means it can only touch at one point. And so what that's actually stating here, it may be there, it could be down here, we don't really know, but all we know is that it is only touching at one point. And therefore what it's saying is, to prove it algebraically, is that there is only one solution which works. So let's see, if we're going to solve these, then it's a simultaneous equation. And if it's a simultaneous equation, what we need is this expression here to actually be x equals. And so the first thing I'm going to do is that. I'm going to make it x equals by adding 2y to both sides. And so it's 2y plus 10. Now, if I substitute this x value into this expression, it tells me I've got 2y plus 10 squared plus y squared equals 20. And 2y squared, well, that is going to be 4y squared. And then it's 2y times 10, which is 20y. That's going to happen twice, so plus 40y. And 10 times 10 is 100. And then we need to add another y squared equals 20. We need to simplify that expression. So 4y squared plus y squared, that is 5y squared. We've got plus 40y, and we've got plus 100, and that's equal to 20. Now again, we always need this to be equal to 0 if we are going to try and solve it, and therefore we get 5y squared plus 40y, and I'm going to subtract 20 this time, so plus 80 equals 0. Now at this point, because 5y squared and 40y and plus 80 is equal to 0, I can actually divide through the entire equation if it's going to make it a little bit easier. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to divide by 5 all the way through. And so that gives me that y squared plus 8y plus 16 equals 0. And now all I'm looking to do is to factorise this expression. Is there a pair of numbers which will multiply to make plus 16 but add to make 8? Well, that is going to be y plus 4, y plus 4. And so this tells me straight away that y equals negative 4 in the first bracket, but it's also negative 4 in the second bracket. Now that is telling me there is only one solution. And therefore, that's actually enough to tell me that it only that this line is a tangent, as it said, because it means there is only one solution. But just to be really sure, we'll work out x as well. X, as it says at the top, x is 2y plus 10. And so that's going to be 2 lots of negative 4 plus 10. So 2 lots of negative 4 is negative 8 plus 10 is 2, and so this line only meets the circle at 2, negative 4. There is only one point where it meets, therefore it is a tangent.